Welcome to week 4 of the Prehab exercise series. For those of you who are expecting to get a knee replacement, this set of exercises will progress some of the exercises from last week, starting with number 1. The first exercise is a heel raise. Now I'm going to grab a weight because this is a good way to progress the exercise, but you don't have to have a weight. You can just follow along performing 10 of these heel raises as you're familiar with from last week. So let's get started performing 10 heel raises. Remember, we lift our heels up off of the ground and go up onto our toes, holding that for a brief second and then coming back down. We're about halfway through here. Make it slow, controlled. And one more for good measure. All right, we're done with the heel raises. Give yourself a little break as we move on to the next exercise, which is a front step up. We're going to use the same setup as before. You may have an actual step. I have about 6 inches of weight plates that I'm going to use as a step up here and come back down. Have a handrail or a chair for support. We're going to go through 10 of these together. You ready? That's 2. 3. Make sure to squeeze that leg at the very top. 4. As you contract that muscle to tighten that as best as you can, making yourself as tall as you can as you go through all of these step ups. Let's do 2 more. And back up and back down. You can do this on the other side as well. I'm just focusing on the one leg that you'll be having surgery on, but feel free to alternate, or when you do this video series again in a minute, just do the other side or hit pause and do both at the same time. Okay, the next exercise is going to be a clamshell. So either lie on the ground or on a couch or a bed, whatever's comfortable, and we're gonna lie on your side. So this is the starting position with a clamshell. The feet are together, the knees are together, and we're going to keep the feet together as this top leg hinges upward like a clam. So that's the exercise, and bring it back down. We're gonna do 10 of these together. You ready? Let's go. That's number 2. What you should be feeling here is a little bit of muscle contraction in that back. It might be getting a little sore, and that's good. We want that to focus the contraction on the buttocks muscles, that glute muscle in the back there. About halfway done. Bring it all the way up, hold that, squeeze the buttocks muscle. We're gonna do 2 more. And good. All the way back up and back down. One of the ways we can progress this is by using a band around the legs. I didn't use that for today, but you certainly can. You can see which bands that I use in the description below. But catch your breath here, catch your bearings. We're gonna move on to a countertop plank. If you're finding these exercises to be helpful, let me know by giving this video a like. Plus, if you want all of the printed exercises, you can find them at totalkneebook.com or in the book itself, Total Knee Replacement Made Simple. I wrote this book for people like you who want a little more guidance with their exercises, whether it's the prehab exercises we're doing right now or the 12-week recovery plan that I've laid out in the book with all the pictures and descriptions, plus so much more. So you can find all of the information in here and where to get this book at totalkneebook.com. All right, let's continue on with some of the exercises. If you remember in previous videos, we did the countertop push-up. Just find that same countertop or tabletop that's sturdy and hold this plank with me. We want to keep everything tight, and we're going to start right now. Holding this position here allows us to tighten our abdominals, put a little bit of force through our arms, keeping everything upright and solid as we work through this plank, just keeping a nice solid core. This is a good exercise, whether or not you're having a total knee replacement, but I like it because we want to have good core strength. We want to have good arm, upper body strength in case you're feeling really weak in your legs and you need to push yourself up out of a chair. This is what we're working on to work towards better upper body strength and good core strength. Now, if this is too easy for you, you can go onto your arms and hold that position here at a table. Makes it a little bit harder. or you can perform a full plank, which I won't demonstrate here, but that wouldn't be against a countertop. And we'll just do a couple more seconds and ease out of this exercise. Okay, so that's the fourth exercise, countertop plank. We're gonna work into number 5, which is marches. And I'm gonna move this chair over here, give you a second to move your own chair to have a little bit more support. With a marching exercise, what I wanna do is just march that leg up as high as I can to about that 90 degrees and alternate. I don't wanna lean back and forth too much, but I do have this chair for support if we need it. So let's work through 10 of these marches. That'll be 5 on each leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Of course, I'd love for you to be able to repeat this series of exercises so you can perform 2 to 3 rounds of this video today and throughout the week. And so as we work through these, if you need a break, go ahead and take one, but hopefully you have enough energy to get through this series again. This last exercise that we're going to be working on is a stretch of the hamstring and then stretch of the calf. So let's start with the hamstring. One leg is going to be up on a step like this. The body is going to be as straight as possible. And we're going to lean into that stretch and hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. You should feel that stretch behind that hamstring, behind that thigh. Don't allow that knee to bend or else we get rid of that stretch. So we want to stay nice and tall. Keep it back as straight as we can, and then lean forward slightly. Once you've finished the stretch, take your time getting out of there. Of course, it's great to be able to do that on both sides, so we might as well, since we have 2 legs, let's work into that stretch on the right hamstring as well. Keeping that torso, that trunk straight and hinging at the hip so that we feel that hamstring stretch behind the thigh. Hold that here for a couple more seconds. And then ease your way out of that to finish the stretch. So that's for the hamstrings. Let's do a calf stretch, which uses that similar step that we were working on earlier. The ball of my foot is going to be at the top of the step. I'm going to lean into that as I feel the stretch back here behind the calf, behind the knee even. And so we're going to hold that stretch for about 15 seconds. As you're doing this stretch, you may feel like you can go a little bit further. That's great. I don't want you to push it so much that you get a Charlie horse in the back of that leg. We don't need that. So just go easy into that stretch. And then we'll ease out of that stretch as well. You could do that on the other side. This is what it would look like. I'm using that back leg to kind of pry myself forward so that I get a better stretch in that back of the calf, back of the knee. And the same idea, we're gonna hold this for 15 seconds. If you don't have a step like this or weight plates or something to put your foot against, you could do this at the base of your cabinet. So you open a cabinet door, put your foot on the base of the cabinet, or you could do it against the wall. Just place your foot against the wall and perform a stretch into the calf. All right, ease out of there. And that'll finish off the 6 exercises for this week 4 prehab exercise series. Repeat the video, watch it again 2 to 3 times today, finish it out through the week, and then we'll see you in the following week for week 5 of the prehab series.